Hey folks, it's Dolph and Dale, and what is a vinyl community contest without a last minute entry from me? I've done this a lot. I almost wrote this contest off, and I said, but then I thought, no, let's take it as a challenge. This may be the most energetic video that you've ever seen me do because I've got to get this done in one take. I got to do it with minimal edits, and I got to get it uploaded before midnight. And guess what time it is? Right now, it is 11:06. Can I do it? Let's get going. All right, so Beth at B-Side Records is throwing this contest. Love that channel. I'll put a link in the description where you can find her channel. All right, so the first game that she wanted asked a question about was Connect Four. So she wants four things, connect them together. First up, we've got Daniel Amos, Shotgun Angel. This was more from that band's uh, country era. They would go from kind of country rock of the 70s to new wave alternative in the 80s, which is quite a difference, but they did both great. The name you need to remember here is principal songwriter and lead singer Terry Scott Taylor. Then we've got Adam Again, and Adam Again is a kind of an alternative funk band, Christian alternative funk band. This is their second album, 10 songs by Adam Again. This is the album I came in on theirs. Love this album. The name you need to remember here is the late Gene Eugene. Next up, the 77s. Thought I'd show this. This is Tom Tom Blues. It doesn't get shown very often. The 77s play kind of the very bluesy, but with kind of an alternative bent. Mike Rowe has a lot of different colors on his palette that he likes his musical palette. So yeah, so very great. Well, one of my favorite bands. If you watch Jeff McCormick over at Mega Jeff McRock, he loves this band too. Tom Tom Blues, 77s. The name you need to remember here is lead singer, principal songwriter Mike Rowe. And finally, the Choir. This is Chase the Kangaroo. The Choir is, I would describe them more as ambient alternative rock, which is, they're very unique. Not a very loud band, but very profound lyrics, and always they've been around for a long time. This particular album is probably my favorite. It's can't remember. It was early in their career, but yeah. So the name you need to remember here is Derry Dartery of the Choir. And all of those guys formed a supergroup called the Lost Dogs. And the Lost Dogs kind of are more of, I would describe them as Americana, though they've done everything from almost bluesy type rock to country. And so I'll show you a couple of theirs. The Lost Dogs. This is the Green Room Serenade. A lot of great rock tunes on that. And then this is one of my favorites of theirs, Lost Dogs Gift Horse. And this is almost a pure country album. Very different from Green Room Serenade. Anyway, those four guys formed the Lost Dogs. Of course, Gene Eugene passed in the late 90s. Since then, I know guys like Phil Madera and Steve Hindalong have played with them a lot. So, but a great group, and that takes care of question one. Question two, Monopoly. She wanted you to show something that I think unique or expensive or precious or what have you. there were several things that came to my mind, but then I thought, well, I have one board game. Actually have the Monopoly board game, and mine is a special edition. So I thought I would show it. It is Monopoly Star Wars. I love this one because it's based off the original trilogy. I believe I bought this back in the late 90s when they had worked on the original trilogy and were showing them again in the theaters. And there you have it. So there's Monopoly. I think Clue was the next game. I wanted to show something about murder, so I picked this movie. This is Murder in Coweta County with Johnny Cash and Andy Griffith. Great film dealing with, Johnny Cash is a lawman. Andy Griffith is a owner, like a rich guy, owns farm and probably businesses and what have you. And this is set. This is probably set back in the 50s, late 40s. So anyway, I can't remember the crime that was committed, I can't remember exactly what led, whether a crime was trying to be covered up or what, but basically a man is killed, and Johnny knows Andy Griffith's character did it. So he has to bring him to justice despite his wealth and reputation in the community. And what makes this so powerful is because Andy Griffith's character thought that he could get away with killing a black man simply because he was black, because of the color of his skin. And it's kind of a made for TV movie. But man, Johnny was good. Andy Griffith was excellent in that role. He even I warn you, he even drops the N-word, but it's so powerful. It drives the point of the story home. But yeah, so excellent movie, Murder in Coweta County. Next, Battleship was one of the games. So I could show the new movie Battleship, but instead I think I'll go with this. This is Sail on Sailor by the group Mustard Seed Faith. So here's my trivia question. All right. It revolves around this album, Amy Grant, The Collection. So, after this album came out, an artist, a comic book artist, basically ripped this cover off and made an image for a comic book using this picture that would end up with Amy Grant having to sue the comic company. Can you tell me so what I'm looking for is what comic book stole this image and caused the comic book company to get sued? I meant to get this done earlier, but I've been been tied up on the phone a lot. And I'll, in my next video, when I'm not in such a hurry, I'll try to give everybody an update on what's going on with me as far as the shoulder's concerned. So anyway, I gotta hurry. So I'm gonna get off here. Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, praying for everybody. Let's hang in there and we'll get through this. So, see you soon.